Hey guys, this is kind of a random what sold midweek. Didn't have a beginning or an end, but here it comes. Enjoy. Good morning. Welcome back to Mod Pop Thrift. My name's Tom. I'm a full-time eBay reseller and a stay-at-home dad for my 6 children. I've got 18 that sold that I could ship today, but I'm only shipping a handful of them. Mom had an appointment this morning, and so Ruby is resting comfortably and the kids are in there, so I'm taking advantage of a couple minutes that I've got to pull some orders. So how about a Bob Marley hoodie that I picked up for $4.99 at Goodwill just a couple of days ago, and it sold for I don't remember what, $19.79 free shipping. It's on this Zion tag. That's generally a pretty good quality Bob Marley piece, so if you can get them cheap, they sell pretty well, 20 bucks, and sold in a couple of days. So these two curtains were a hoarder house thing. They're very cool, but they're in really poor condition. I saved them anyway. We hung them up at the other house before we moved here, and then when we moved here, we didn't have a good place to put them, so I listed them, and they only sold for $19, I think, plus shipping, but I literally have nothing into them. This is a just thick lucite Disney magnet. Here's a hint on dating Disney stuff. If it includes something about Hollywood Studios, but doesn't show Tower of Terror, then it's probably from the time that it was called MGM Studios. So this would be probably $98.99, just based on the imagery that they're using. Well, we know that the Epcot was on top of Spaceship Earth during the 2000 celebration, so this could have been a little early, a little later. Anyway, this sold for $10 free shipping, but I bought it in a bag of magnets for like $2 for the bag, and I've sold several of them. This is a bolo. If you don't see this and immediately know what it is, then you're probably not as old as me. This is called a glowworm, and I was so underwhelmed by it when I picked it up. It didn't even hardly make the video, but I knew that they had some value, but I didn't record picking it up. And then I was like, oh man, I probably should have. But I knew that they were collectible. I knew people wanted them. When I used to find them all the time, I would sell them for like $35, $40, but I haven't found one in 4 or 5 years. This one sold in 3 days for $70 free shipping. And this one works. If they don't work, they're the easiest thing in the world to fix. It couldn't possibly be more of a 3rd grade science project. One wire into the end of one battery, a wire into the end of one battery, a wire into the other, and then the squeezer thing makes it connect to a flashlight bulb. It couldn't possibly be easier to fix if something happened to this. So anyway, you clean their face up, make sure it works, and these sell really well. So if you see glowworms, this is the chief of glowworms. There are other glowworms that do well, but this one is kind of the staple. Little Orphan Annie from Knickerbocker. Knickerbocker is an old plush company, toy company. She has her whatever bunny in her pocket, which makes her complete, and not all of them are that way. I paid $2, and I thought at the time they're probably not worth picking up, but as a quick flip, $2 into 12 free shipping, I'll make a couple bucks. I wouldn't necessarily pick it up again, but she sold fast, and that helps a lot. These were a bad buy from a high bid auction because I didn't realize the condition, and I should have comped them out individually, but I did not. I think I paid $10 a piece for them. Spawn figures, but look how yellow these are. That hurts the value tremendously because a lot of these are still on card, and so they're gonna need to be really, really nice. And they're cool figures, especially if you're into Spawn. Don't worry about my Romex. Nothing's attached to anything. It's all cut on both ends. It's not like I have exposed Romex just hanging there. But the Spawn figures sold for $40 free shipping. So I lost money on them. Levi was insistent that we get them, and then he thought he was going to keep them, and it wasn't a good buy. I don't pick up a lot of McFarlane figures unless they're super cheap. Sometimes they can do well. And there are, like Beanie Babies, there are exceptions where there's something that's worth a fortune, but Todd McFarlane invented Spawn, made a lot of really cool figures. The horror ones do really well, but comp them, be cautious, don't spend a fortune, because they're cool looking figures that would be tempting to think they're all worth money. These were not, and I overspent on them, but I did get some of my investment back. Those are the 7 that have to ship today. Well, those are not. That's only 6. The other one that sold today is over here. It is a poster that I spent $4 on a couple of days ago. Michael Jordan dunking a reverse dunk. It's in a metal frame, and it's by Nike, and it has a $50 price tag on it that says 1991. So this cost $50 in 1991. And it's just the kind of thing that is popular now, but wouldn't have sold really well then. And it's 24 by 24, but it's really lightweight, so it should be pretty simple to pack. I bought it for $4.04, and there were no comps. There just weren't comps on it. I found one on some obscure website where somebody wanted 140, and they were trying to do local pickup only. It was like I think it was their store's website, but theirs was in really nice shape, and mine has some condition issues, as you can see. And so I listed it for $150 plus shipping, and I got a $115 offer, and I thought I took it, but then it didn't take. So I don't know if I accidentally hit decline or what, but then I got a $105 offer, and I considered it for a minute. I was like, man, but I'd rather sell it than not, so I'll take the $100 out of my $4, and we'll get that thing shipped. It'll be super simple to ship. It's big, but it's not difficult. It's not like it's glass, and I've shipped glass things that big. All right, well, that's going to do it for the video. We've got a lot of activity coming up in the next couple of days, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, click the bell, dance like an idiot, and we'll see you on the next one.